Hi everyone! Today I wanted to make a quick video to talk to you about the 5 things that I think every ICer should have in their IC arsenal. These are 5, I would say, supplements that I think every ICer needs to give a try. There are things I started with that seem to be the most IC friendly and most people could tolerate. These are just some recommendations if you're having trouble finding things you can tolerate that I started with, kind of then gives you a gauge as to where you can go from there if you can tolerate these things. And they're just supplements that help support your bladder and just can help you further along in your healing path. So the first thing I want to say and recommend that everyone should have is an acid reducer. I recommend Pre-Leaf for acid reflux. I've taken them both. This one does contain some potassium, so if you're potassium sensitive, maybe just stick with the Pre-Leaf, which is just the calcium and magnesium. These are really great. You can take them with any acidic food. They act on the food and remove the acid, so maybe you can tolerate more food items. And the next thing that I recommend is a vitamin D supplement. Actually, surprisingly, a lot of people have low vitamin D levels. I was tested a few years ago and my levels were low. It was very easy to bring them back up to the appropriate range. So I recommend a vitamin D supplement. It's great for your immunity and for your bones, and a lot of doctors recommend a vitamin D supplement, especially throughout the winter. And the nurse who was drawing my blood for my vitamin D levels told me that if I wasn't getting a flu shot that year, that I needed to be taking a vitamin D supplement no matter what my levels were, because she said it was nearly as effective as getting the flu shot. It's really good for your immune system, which sometimes I see is caused or can be affected by our poor immune system. The next thing you should be taking that is great for supporting your bladder and also just in your joints and your cartilage in your body is an MSM or glucosamine supplement. I like this combination GNC pill that's MSM and glucosamine. You can just take a glucosamine supplement. That's probably the most helpful if you don't want to add in the MSM. It's a little pricey, but most people this doesn't bother them. It hasn't bothered me, and I think it's been very instrumental in getting me to a state where I could maybe feel a little more normal and maybe tolerate a little bit more things. So I recommend that. The next thing is a fish oil supplement. Fish oil is huge for inflammation. It's good for your heart. I started taking it for my eyes, but it's also really good for the bladder and the inflammation and just those mucous membranes as well that need more of a coating, like an oily, soothing coating. The next thing is, I don't have it out here because actually my refrigerator is a strong probiotic. And my doctor recommended 50 billion cultures. It's really good for gut health, which is where your immune system stems from, and a lot of ICers have IBS issues. And it's really good if you have candida issues, which can contribute to IC. So those are 5 things that I think you should start with if you're struggling to find supplements you can tolerate. That's how I started, and I think every ICer needs to include those in their journey. So I hope that helps, and I hope this video wasn't too long and that I didn't talk too fast. So bye!